Good morning, everybody. I've got a little stock up haul here. This is a delivery today from Walmart. And I'm in Port Orchard, Washington, west coast of the United States. And I'll tell you my total, but it's rough nowadays. So I've got stock up and I've got stuff that I'll use today and this week. So, and I've got some stuff that I'm going to do for Thanksgiving here. Okay? So stock up, we'll start with that. I always like to keep several boxes of Kleenex. I always used to buy the good ones, the Pink Puff brand with the lotion. Well, they're not worth what they're asking for them nowadays. I can't afford it. So we're getting the cheap ones from the great value section now. And that's just going to have to do for us. Times are tough and we're learning to do differently. This is just me. I like to keep a pack of these in the car. I like to keep one in my purse. I actually like to keep one in the washing machine because the other day when I opened my washing machine, something clanked loud. And it was one of these. I had had it in a sweater pocket. Anyway, the laundry was minty fresh. Here's one of my stocking up for Thanksgiving. I'm going to go out in the garage and get a box. Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll just use... I'll use a bag for now. Anyway, it's going to end up in a box. And I'm going to do the Thanksgiving supplies, slowly. So it's not one hit like it can be. So this is the brand of stuffing mix that I like. And it's Pepperidge Farm Classic Stuffing White and Wheat Bread Blends with herbs and spices. So I don't have to put anything but salt and pepper in this. And then I add, of course, bits of turkey, onion, celery, eggs, copious amounts of butter, real butter, not margarine, because, it's Thanksgiving. What else? Oh, I put in cranberries. I put in what else? Pecans. Oh, you know what? Sometimes I put in a little chopped apple instead of cranberry. It depends on the year and what I have. I have cranberries this year. So I make it homemade out of really not homemade. You know what I mean? At least, I try. So 4 bags of this will go in my stock up. There are 4 rolls of Bounty paper towels. You know what I said about using the lesser stuff for my Kleenex? My husband uses more paper towels than I do. I don't even know why. It's just one of his, make that sound bad, Kendra. It's just something he likes to do. So we use Bounty, and it's not cheap, and I got 4, and so we keep a stock up in the garage, and this is probably, I don't know how long it'll take him to go through it, but not long. All right, here's the next. This is the whole grain bread we like to use, and it's Fran's brand, and they are a West Coast brand. I don't know if you can get it in other places in the country, but they're based out of Seattle or Oregon, I believe. And then I got one of these Laughing Cow cheeses. I like to put these on crackers now and then for a snacky snack, or on celery or something like that. Back when I could eat apples, I used to like it with that too. Then I've got some mayonnaise. They're not delivering jars of mayonnaise right now from our Walmart. You can have them shipped in 3 days. And no, I pay, what is it, $100 a year or something for delivery? And you can't deliver a basic mayonnaise with my groceries? Rap, 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 rap. I'll stop. Anyway, I'll get it at another store, thank you. I got some Tropicana here, I randomly go through types of juices that they have. Sometimes they have chocolate milk and not juice. I'm talking about the guys. A coffee. I have a coffee in the pantry right now that's about this full, and that's it. And that's a little problematic for me. I'm afraid I'm going to have to buy 2 or 3 more of these because what if we go into a problem with all that's going on in the world, and coffee and sugar were one of the first things to go when we had a big problem in the 40s and the 30s. I guess we learned to live with it, won't we? For the good of the people. So anyway, I'm going to put this stuff away. All right, these 2 items are both new to me. I'm making chicken tonight, And I've never seen Zatarain's chicken fry mix. It's probably been around forever and I just didn't know it. But I'm going to use this for that chicken. I'm going to oven bake it, obviously, but with this coating on it. I love Zatarain, I hope I'm saying that right, products. You know, they're beans and rice and jambalaya and whatever else. So I'm going to do that. Then I've seen a lot of you haul these in big bags. But the bags are so expensive, I haven't tried them yet. And then today, I found a good deal on these lunchbox size. There's 10 of them in a bag. So I'm going to put those over in the snack bin and possibly some out on the porch. I feed the delivery people. There's a refrigerator on my porch that says, delivery drivers, mail, help yourself. So stuff like that fits in there great. Okay, so this is something I'm going to make for Thanksgiving, just for fun, for kicks and grins, and you probably know what it is. So I have never tried, instead of using corn and rice checks, I'm going to use Crispix. Just for kicks and grins, a change in shape, a change in texture. They love it when I change up family recipes. Not. Anyway, family size wheat checks. Oh, here's a story on that. So for the last, I don't know, 8 years or so, I have just not bought wheat checks and only bought rice and corn checks. Last year they said, one of them, where's the wheat checks? And I said, oh, I don't use those because they're yucky. I personally don't like wheat checks. And everybody in the family snapped their heads around and looked at me. What? Those are the best ones. Okay, fine, they're back. And here, making a new recall, wheat checks this year. I don't use peanuts. I use the deluxe nuts because we have a family member who has trouble with peanuts. Everybody else can eat them, but we don't care if they're not in there, so that's okay. And then I use Cheez-Its in it. And I use pretzels. And these aren't the ones I ordered. Walmart replaced these. I wanted the little tiny mini, like, you know, they're round pretzels with the little prayer cross. But I guess these will be okay. It wasn't what I'd hoped for. Because I have a lot of people to make for, I probably should have gotten more cereal. But I'm going to pad it with this. This is from my pantry, obviously. It's in a container, and it's cashews, salted cashews. I also have salted almonds, but they're smokehouse flavor, and I don't want them messing with the flavors that I use. I believe that there are probably, I don't know, 25 different recipes and ways to do savory, because there's also sweet, to do savory Chex Mix, but this is how I'm going to do it this year with these things. And then I'll make it again at Christmas time because these will be gone by Christmas time. I'm also going to make them this week and hide them because that's how I roll because I don't want them gone before Thanksgiving. Okay. I am going to go ahead and get another box. When I was looking at it as I was putting away, I thought no, because I combined the corn and the rice checks in one box to make it Crispix, so that's not enough cereal. So I'll go get another box of checks, probably the wheat. Okay, anyway, here's some protein. I got some hamburger patties, and what are they? They are, does it say the fat content? Probably does somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, anyway, we're going to have hamburgers one of these days, and I've got these for that. This is not what I ordered. I ordered bone-in, skin on, and I ordered a bigger package. So I got a smaller boneless, skinless. This is what I'm going to make the fried chicken with tonight. I suppose it'll just cook faster. I mean, you know, I don't like Walmart brand chicken is the problem. I just don't. I always order a national brand like Foster's or something like that. I just had an experience with them once and it turned me off. So here's hoping it's okay this time. What did I pay for this? $3.34 a pound, and it's 2 3/4 pounds, so $8.12. And the dog wants out. Hold on. Hear him ringing the bell. Okay, this is the last of it, and it's my produce. I've got 5 pounds of russet potatoes, and they are good looking potatoes. Best looking potatoes I have seen in I don't even know how long. It's always like, oh, I have to buy potatoes again. How much of it will I actually be able to use, you know? So far we're good. Unless there's something wrong on the inside, because they look great on the outside. I got 2 yellow onions. It's not big for, I've got a lot of produce already. I've got 1 thing of green onions. 1 thing of, I got 3 bananas. You never know what you're going to get with bananas either. I like to get them slowly or not at all in my haul, because sometimes they look like they bounced them down the road to get them here. They really look beat up. I got a head of lettuce, and the reason for that is that hamburgers, and I already have some tomatoes in my fridge. I have 3 bags of cranberries. Look at this. Isn't that funny? Instead of Ocean Spray, it says Blue Water Farms. Anyway, these are for Thanksgiving, and it says that I can store them in the refrigerator for 4 weeks. Well, how long were they stored at Costco or on a ramp somewhere until they got on the shelf at Costco? Was it a week? Do I have 3 weeks now? Says you can also freeze them. I'd rather not, but I'm going to go ahead and freeze them because I'm just going to cook these anyway to be cranberry sauce with whole berries. Some of us prefer whole berry cranberries, and some of us prefer this out of the can, you know? When I was younger, I didn't know how to make this, and I do now, but I used to use the canned stuff. So I would do that. I'd out of the can into a plate, and then I'd slice it pretty, and then I'd take some parsley and I'd lay it on the plate like it was so fancy. You know. Anyway, that is it. It's going in the freezer. It's got to be cooked anyway, so I don't think it'll hurt the texture at all. I'm going to get you that total. Tell you how much I spent. I had put these in the freezer because, you know, I didn't want them to get not frozen. They're for the hamburgers. And so I got them out to show you because I just remembered while I was getting the total. And now here comes the total. Thank you, thank you. It's an open collab, and it's hashtag What's Up Wednesday. Whatever's going on at your house, in your life, with you today on a Wednesday. It's an open collab. You can get in on this. Just be sure to put in your title or the description below. Hashtag What's Up Wednesday at our host at Tijo Creates. It's Tijo Creates. Yep. Sorry about that. The last one out of here to go to work today, the last kid out of here, they're all adults. There's only 2 of them, so everybody's adults. Said, don't do the end. I've got to get my lunch ready to go to work. Wait a minute. It'll just be a minute. And so he got his lunch ready. And then I had to listen to a long saga about somebody he went to college with and what they're up to. And then he left, and I started my video closing. And then he came back in. He forgot something, and I think he might be gone now. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's the scoop on that. So post on Wednesdays if you get in on this. Okay, here's my story on so my delivery was free. And free, really? What was free about my delivery? Because my tip is always going to be at least 10%. Sometimes I didn't today. I put extra cash on my door to go with the actual tip that they, get from, I guess, Instacart or whoever they work for. So tax was $4.32. I had $1 off in my Walmart box. If you shop Walmart, And then they were out of grapes. They were out of Nutella. And they were out of mini Funyuns in a can. So Funyuns, they're like round, like onion rings, cracker or chippy things. But they're mini. And they come in a can just like Pringles. And I've never seen them before. And I jumped all over them. I think everybody else did too. I have heard other people having trouble finding grapes in their area as well. Are you finding grapes in your area? So anyway, grand total. Can you believe that stank? $212.30 was my grand total. I am very, very thankful that I have food and access to food and water and whatnot, but it hurts to spend more than you're used to, and it's the new normal. Okay, if you stayed this long and you've never considered subscribing or making a polite, kind comment, I would love it if you wanted to do that. I love to chat. I had my very first troll stinker who made an evil, just rude comment, and I happened to be awake at 2:30 in the morning, and I pretty quickly got rid of it. And I will do that from now on. If that happens again, there's no reason to be ugly. Move along. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Take care, everybody. Bye.